Sometimes teachers get carried away by their lust and cross moral boundaries. Here are 10 teachers who got caught dating their students. Number 1. Mary Kay let her know.
It was wrong, and I am sorry.
Mary Kay was an American high school teacher at Shorewood Elementary School when she became involved in a sexual relationship with one of her students in 1995. The student, Vili Fulau, was only 12 years old at the time. Mary was arrested and charged with second-degree rape of a minor, to which she pleaded guilty in 1997.
I did something that I had no right to do, morally or legally.
The case received national attention when Mary gave birth to Fulau's child while awaiting sentencing. However, she went on to marry Fulau in 2005 after she was released from prison.
If you knew us, and if you knew the intimacies, which guess what, are nobody's business now.
Number 2, Sarah Jones.
I had sexual contact, including sexual intercourse with Cody York in Kenton County, Kentucky, while he was a student and I was a teacher at Dixie Heights High School.
Sarah Jones was an ex-cheerleader for the Cincinnati Bengals when she was hired as a teacher by Dixie Heights High School. After teaching for a while, Sarah got involved in a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old student, Cody York, but the pair denied the rumors. However, a police investigation later found her liable for having sex with a minor, and she was taken to trial where she took a plea deal.
The charge of sexual misconduct, and you plead
Guilty.
Sarah later got engaged to York in 2013. Number 3, Lindsay Massaro. Lindsay Massaro was a student teacher at an elementary school in New Jersey and had been working to obtain a teaching certificate in special education. However, her life was derailed after she was accused of having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old student in 2011. The 23-year-old Lindsay was arrested by the police and was found guilty of second-degree sexual assault against a minor. She received a 3-year prison sentence alongside being registered as a sex offender under Megan's Law. Number 4, Michelle Preston.
I could tell she favored the guys more than the girls.
Shawnee Mission High School teacher Michelle Preston came under the spotlight after her nude photos started circulating among her students. When the police were notified of these photos, they immediately questioned Michelle, and without much resistance, she confessed to having sex with 2 of her students. She was charged with unlawful sex with a minor, but was only given 36 months probation because of lenient Kansas laws.
I don't know if it affected any of the other students, but I just think it's real disappointing.
Number 5, Pamela Rogers Turner.
That happened at the victim's residence. Parents were asleep downstairs.
While working at Centerville Elementary School, ex-basketball coach Pamela Rogers was found having an affair with one of her students in 2005. The student at the time was a 13-year-old boy who was having an extremely intimate relationship with his teacher. Pamela was taken to trial, where she was found guilty of having unlawful sex with a minor and received a 270 days prison sentence.
I was blinded by emotions that I'm ashamed that I had.
However, while out on bail, Pamela was once again caught sending private videos of herself to that same boy. Pretty desperate, no? Number 6, Heather Dodrill. Heather Dodrill was an aide at a Bible camp when she found the object of her lustful desires, a 13-year-old boy who was attending the camp. She would pick him up in her car and take him to her house in order to have sex with him. However, Heather was arrested when the boy's parents found out about their relationship and was later taken to trial. She received a 5-year prison sentence, but was lucky enough to serve only 1 year, as the remaining 4 years were later suspended. Number 7, BRIANNE ALTICE.
When a compliment was tossed my direction, instead of smiling and saying thank you, I should have put my foot down and said that that was inappropriate.
36-year-old teacher BRIANNE ALTICE from Davis High School, Utah, was accused of having sexual relationships with not 1 or 2, but 3 of her students. All of the boys were 16 and 17-year-old minors at the time, which led to BRIANNE's arrest.
And finally, count 3, forcible sexual abuse, second-degree felony. How do you plead?
She faced 14 felony charges in court, but kept defending her relationships with the boys, stating that their grades had improved since their sexual encounters began.
I keep in mind the crimes I've committed, the people that I've harmed.
Number 8, Deborah LaFave.
You had intercourse with him at school.
Yes.
In 2015, a 14-year-old middle school student was found having an affair with his teacher, Deborah LaFave, who was in her late 20s at that time. Deborah was arrested after the pair was questioned and was found to be involved in sexual encounters.
Thinking of it as being a young girl who just got caught with her boyfriend, and we shouldn't piss our parents off.
Her trial gained media attention as she received a 7-year probation sentence. However, several critics found the decision controversial as her sentence didn't include any prison time. Number 9, Shelley Dufresne.
She's telling him to skip class and come to her classroom and have a rendezvous with her.
In 2014, Destrehan High School teacher Shelley Dufresne started luring her 16-year-old student into her lusty trap when she sent flirty messages to him on social media. The relationship became physical when she kissed that same boy while being alone in a classroom. Before the authorities found out about their affair, the pair had been involved in over 40 sexual encounters in a span of a few weeks.
I'm a anything goes in sex kind of girl.
Shelley received a 3-year deferred sentence in the court conditional upon completing her mental health treatment. Number 10, Alexandria Vera.
She is now facing continuous sexual abuse of a child after she admitted to having a sexual relationship with her 8th grade student.
Houston Middle School teacher Alexandria Vera was charged with sexual abuse of a child after she was found to be involved in a sexual affair with her 13-year-old student. Vera's case became distressing after it was revealed that the boy's parents knew about the affair all along and had no problem with it at all.
Both Vera, her family, the victim, and his family wrote letters to the court in support of the relationship, claiming that it was culturally okay.
She pleaded guilty to the charges, and she accepted a plea deal in court, which resulted in her receiving a 10-year sentence. And that's a wrap for 10 teachers who were caught dating their students. We'll be back with yet another exciting video, but until then, goodbye.